1 Chronicles 28 verse 7. Moreover, I will establish his kingdom forever, if he be constant to do my commandments and my judgments, as at this day. 1 Chronicles 28 verse 8. Now therefore in the sight of all Israel, the congregation of Yahweh, and in the audience of our Elohim, keep and seek for all the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim, that ye may possess this good land, and leave it for an inheritance for your children after you forever. 1 Chronicles 29 verse 19. And give unto Solomon my son a perfect heart, to keep thy commandments, thy testimonies, and thy statutes, and to do all these things, and to build the palace for the which I have made provision. 2 Chronicles 7 verse 19. But if ye turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandments, which I have set before you, and shall go and serve other gods and worship them. 2 Chronicles 17 verse 4. But sought to Yahweh Elohim of his father, and walked in his commandments, and not after the doings of Israel. 2 Chronicles 24 verse 20. And the spirit of Elohim came upon Zechariah the son of Jehoiada the priest, which stood above the people, and said unto them, Thus saith Elohim, Why transgress ye the commandments of Yahweh, that ye cannot prosper? Because ye have forsaken Yahweh, he hath also forsaken you. 2 Chronicles 31 verse 21. And in every work that he began in the service of the house of Elohim, and in the law, and in the commandments, to seek his Elohim, he did it with all of his heart, and prospered. 2 Chronicles 34 verse 31. And the king stood in his place, and made a covenant before Yahweh, to walk after Yahweh, and to keep his commandments, and his testimonies, and his statutes, with all his heart, and with all his soul, to perform the words of the covenant which are written in this book. Ezra 7 verse 11. Now this is the copy of the letter that King Artaxerxes gave unto Ezra the priest, the scribe, even a scribe of the words of the commandments of Yahweh, and of his statutes to Israel. Ezra chapter 9 verse 10. And now, O our Elohim, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken thy commandments. Ezra chapter 9 verse 14. Should we again break thy commandments, and join in affinity with the people of these abominations? Wouldst not thou be angry with us till thou hast consumed us, so that there should be no remnant nor escaping? Nehemiah chapter 1 verse 5. And said, I beseech thee, O Yahweh Elohim of heaven, the great and terrible Elohim, that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments. Nehemiah chapter 1 verse 7. We have dealt very corruptly against thee, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments, which thou commandest thy servant Moses. Nehemiah chapter 1 verse 9. But if ye turn unto me, and keep my commandments, and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost part of the heaven, yet will I gather them from thence, and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. Nehemiah chapter 9 verse 13. Thou camest down also upon Mount Sinai, and spakest with them from heaven, and gavest them right judgments and true laws, good statutes and commandments. Nehemiah 9, verse 16. But they and our fathers dealt proudly, and hardened their necks, and hearkened not to thy commandments. Nehemiah 9, verse 29. And testifiedst against them, that thou mightest bring them again unto thy law. Yet they dealt proudly, and hearkened not unto thy commandments, but sinned against thy judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them, and withdrew the shoulder, and hardened their neck, and would not hear. Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 34. Neither have our kings, our princes, our priests, nor our fathers kept thy law, nor hearkened unto thy commandments and thy testimonies, wherewith thou didst testify against them. Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 29. They clave to their brethren, their nobles, and entered into a curse, and into an oath, to walk in Elohim's law, which was given by Moses, the servant of Elohim, and to observe and to do all the commandments of Yahweh, our Yahweh, and his judgments, and his statutes. Psalm 78, verse 7. That they might set their hope in Elohim, and not forget the works of Elohim, but keep his commandments. Psalm 89, verse 31. If they break my statutes and keep not my commandments. Psalm 103, verse 18. To such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments, to do them. Psalm 103, verse 20. Bless Yahweh, ye his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Psalm 111, verse 7. The works of his hands are verity and judgment. All his commandments are sure. Psalm 111, verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Psalm 112, verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh. Blessed is the man that feareth Yahweh, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. Psalm 119, verse 6. Then shall I not be ashamed, when I have respect unto all thy commandments. Psalm 119, verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee. O let me not wander from thy commandments. Psalm 119, verse 19. I am a stranger in the earth. Hide not thy commandments from me. Psalm 119, verse 21. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments.